Hello everyone out there. How are you all doing? Tell me. I'm Kate Hill, bringing you the best and unbiased and honest content on property, along with fantastic hints and tips. Today, I would like you to stay tuned to hear whether there is property gold on offer in the lead up to the 2032 Brisbane Olympics. Now, I don't know about everyone out there, but there is nothing like spending hours and hours watching the 2024 Paris Olympics and Paralympics over recent weeks. I just love it. To make me even more excited about the 2032 Brisbane Olympics, which are now only 8 years away. Until the success of the recent games in Paris, most of us Aussies probably hadn't given our next home-based Olympics maybe too much thought, apart from some squabbles, of course, in the media about where a new stadium is going to eventually be constructed, how big, how expensive. But make no mistake, current political posturing aside, the 2032 Brisbane Olympics is set to be a game changer for the Sunshine State capital and the wider southeast Queensland region like never before. Not only will it have its glistening moment on the global stage, everyone will suddenly know where Brisbane is, but the plethora of new and upgraded infrastructure will transform its economy, its livability, its skyline for future generations. Of course, property markets across the region have been some of the strongest performers already over the past few years, with that strength on track to continue in the lead up to the 2032 Games. There is no question that Brisbane and southeast Queensland are about to experience another major infrastructure boom as that region prepares for the 2032 Olympics, with a number of upgraded and new venues set to be constructed. The 2032 Brisbane Olympic and Paralympic Games currently include 37 proposed venues set to host 50 different sports. According to game organisers, new and upgraded facilities will be purpose designed to ensure that they meet local community needs first and foremost before being converted into competition mode for the big event. In Brisbane, there will be 22 venues for 29 sport disciplines, including, of course, the opening ceremony, with several new venues required. On the Gold Coast, 6 venues will host about 14 sports disciplines, 4 venues on the Sunshine Coast that will host about 9 different sports, and 1 venue each in Townsville and in Cairns to host football preliminaries and finals. 3 proposed newly constructed villages will be the home away from home for Olympic and Paralympic athletes, where they will train, rest, recover, celebrate during the Games. Additional satellite Olympic villages will be created to support Olympic sports, taking place in co-host destinations like the Gold Coast, the Sunshine Coast, Townsville and Cairns. The villages will be designed to provide long-lasting accommodation benefits to their surrounding communities, which will bring much needed housing supply to the region. In the heart of the action of Brisbane City, the Brisbane Olympic and Paralympic Athlete Village will house athletes and team officials as well as training facilities. It'll be located in Northshore Hamilton. There will also be athlete villages located in Robina on the Gold Coast and in Maroochy on the Sunshine Coast. Here's a detailed look at where new property is expected to be constructed. Northshore Hamilton is located along the Brisbane River, northeast of the CBD. It will be the main Olympic and Paralympic athlete village, housing athletes, team officials and offering training facilities. It's part of a large urban renewal project with residential, commercial and mixed-use developments planned. Post-Games, the village will be transformed into a riverside community with apartments, parks, retail outlets and entertainment hubs. I was up there actually a couple of months ago and it's already just kind of starting to kick in. The key focus areas here are high-density residential apartments, mixed-use precincts with retail and dining spaces, open public spaces, parks, walking trails along the Brisbane River. This area is expected to become a really desirable residential and commercial hub, capitalising on its proximity to the river and the CBD, and of course not forgetting the airport. Robina is a major commercial and residential area on the Gold Coast already, approximately 80 kilometres from Brisbane. So this location will serve as a secondary athlete village, supporting events held on the coast and offering accommodation and training facilities for athletes. Its development focus is the expansion of residential areas with an emphasis on modern apartments and townhouses, new community amenities including training grounds, public spaces and sports facilities, upgrades to transport infrastructure linking Robina to major venues in Brisbane and the broader Gold Coast. The village will then be repurposed into residential housing, with some areas turned into affordable housing and student accommodation. Maroochydore is a coastal city at the centre of the Sunshine Coast, about 100 kilometres north of Brisbane. Serving as the Sunny Coast's athlete village, of course, the Maroochydore precinct will house athletes competing in regional events. Property development here will focus on high-rise apartments and townhouses, catering to both permanent residents and tourists. New infrastructure around public transport, particularly connecting Maroochydore to key venues. Investment in green spaces, recreational facilities and urban centres. And then after the Games, this village will be integrated into the broader Maroochydore city centre development, adding residential and commercial capacity to the area. So the construction of these athlete villages in Northshore Hamilton, in Robina and in Maroochydore is really expected to drive substantial growth in the property markets. These areas will attract investors, of course, to improved infrastructure, long-term urban renewal plans and increased demand for both residential and commercial spaces. With the transformation of these regions, the property markets in Brisbane, the Gold Coast, the Sunshine Coasts, are expected to experience growth, obviously, capital growth in the lead up and following the Olympics. The Brisbane area and surrounds property markets have already experienced solid price growth over the past few years, but there is plenty more where that came from. And it's not just the capital city that has potential in the years ahead. Like I said, parts of the Sunshine Coast, Moreton Bay, in the north, as well as Toowoomba in the west, all offer excellent property investment fundamentals now and into the future. And it'll be the home buyers and investors who make their moves soon that stand the best chance of winning property gold by the time the Brisbane Olympics officially begin in just 8 years' time. I will keep you posted on all things property from around Australia as our year progresses. It's nearly October. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you are enjoying the free content, and I will see you all soon. Bye.